Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of a new series called the VFX Wheel, a series where I recreate and break down how amazing creators from the US create their VFX videos. Just to give you an idea of what the Wheel of VFX means, here is a short video. New video series. I've chosen the top VFX creators on TikTok and I'll recreate their videos and teach you how you can do that too. We have Kevin Perry, Zach King, Jesse Richards, Josh VFX, Caleb Natale, Will Smith, and Parker Loke. Let's see who's gonna be our first challenge. And the winner is Josh VFX. What you have to do now, go to his page, choose your favorite video, and let me know in the comments. Thank you, stay tuned, and until then, like, share, and follow. Great, now that you got an idea of what we're gonna be doing, let me introduce myself first. My name is Robert from Follow Our Production. Today, I'm gonna be teaching you this awesome effect. Okay, so that was the original video, the one that we wanted to recreate. And here is how our video turned out. Alright, now that you've seen what we're gonna be covering, here's the breakdown of the parts. Basically, the video has two parts. The American shot of Josh running towards the camera at super speed and the slow motion part. Here's how we think he did it. First, he either got a stock footage for the background or he did a hyperlapse and used it for the background. Then he filmed himself running using a green screen as a background and then speeded up the video in post-production. For the second part, he used the phone to film the second part in slow motion. And then he later added in post-production the electric sparkles or however the hell they're called. Great, so we've established what he used to get the video done. Now, before we get started with the tutorial, if you have any other questions about other VFX creators that you would like us to create a breakdown and explain, just leave it in the comments and we'll do a video in the future episodes. Okay, going back to the tutorial, here's a behind the scenes footage from our shooting. Great, and now the moment you've all been waiting for, the actual tutorial. So let's get started. Okay, so as you probably saw from the behind the scenes footage, we had to film the running part with the green screen so that it looks like I'm actually running on the background footage that I'll be using. So it took a little while because the wind was blowing like crazy and we had to make sure that the green screen material was as straight as possible. Later in post-production we used KEYLIGHT to remove the green screen, the green of course. Then the next step was to place the footage of me running over the background so it looks as if I'm running on that street. Then to make the effect of me actually running like the Flash, we speeded up the video of me running. Then to recreate that blurriness effect that you see in the movies where all the background is kind of blurred, we added a radial blur. Then, to make that blur effect as natural as possible, we masked it so that it can only appear on the margins of the background. Because the speeded up version made my head wobbly and all over the place, we used stabilized motion so that the footage would look more stable. The stabilized motion may not function properly on all of the frames, so you're probably going to check that out and make sure that all the frames are properly placed, and you're maybe gonna have to do some manual work there. Basically, we're done with the first part of the video. We're gonna move now to the second part and then we'll add the flash, sparkle, lightning later. For the slow motion part, basically we only used our iPhone and filmed in super slow motion, the running part, and then we exported that to the computer and uploaded it into the editing software. Because the first part and the second part were not using the same background, we had to make a transition to make that look seamless as if we were filming in the same location. So we had to do a transition there. In order to make the transition as seamless as possible, we used again radial blur and we animated position and scale. On the second footage, the same as with the first one, we used radial blur to keep the focus on the subject which was me, and make sure that all the attention is on me, not on the background. To be honest, when we used the flash, lightning, sparkles, we couldn't remember exactly where we downloaded them from, but just to help you guys out, if you want to do a video like this and edit like this, we'll put the link in the description of this video so you can download and use it too. Okay, so now moving on to the hard part of the video, actually placing the lightning, sparkles, sparkles over the footage. We had to go frame by frame and make sure that the effect looks natural. There's not so much to explain here, as there's gonna be a lot of manual work as it was with us. So what you want to do is just make sure that the lightning waves match your movement. I think that's basically all you need to know, and then all you can do is choose the proper images of the lightning, sparkles to place over your footage to make it look, again, as I said before, as natural as possible. And the last thing, because the background footage from the first video and the second one were not the same, you could do a color correction. We actually recommend you do a color correction so that people won't see and won't figure out that you were using stock footage in the first one and the actual background in the second one. Okay guys, that's it. Thanks for sticking all the way to the end. Here is the final result one last time. As I previously said in the video, if you have any other questions about how other creators make their videos, their VFX videos mainly, you can leave a comment and we'll try to figure it out and make a video for you guys. Thanks for tuning in, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.